Let's kick it. See, there's not any notices going on from my live. I'm gonna be kicking it. Hey, little lady, how you doing? Were you on, or did you get a notice? Oh yeah, that figures. Yeah, I can usually tell. How have you been? So if you're on, how do you notice that I'm on? If you're watching something else, how do you know that? Excuse me. Oh, okay. But let's say you're watching something else. Is there a way you can see it then or not? Or do you just watch your notifications no matter what they're for? I'm just curious when no notifications go out, how anybody ever knows that I'm on. Now I'll get some emails tomorrow that people didn't know I was on, so it makes it a little tough to do a live if nobody knows you're on. I think they think I do too many videos. Oh, you're kind of big. Okay, that's an honest answer. All right, have a good night. Take it easy. What do you see out there, hon? Hey, Angie, how you doing? Angie, how'd you notice I was on? Did you just have to be scrolling around? It's damn YouTube, man. They're not putting on notices when I'm on. People don't know I'm on. I'm pretty good. How have you been doing? Hey Dave, how you doing? Just sitting here, messing around watching TV. You getting decent weather up there yet? You still thinking of heading down south or not? And how's that stalking situation? Hey, yeah, man, how you been? How you doing? Yeah, I don't see you on too much anymore. How's Ford hanging in there? Oh, okay. Where were you? Did you go to the same place? How'd it go? That's quite a drive for you, isn't it? Excuse me. Oh, the electric truck plant. Oh, okay. Yeah, 10 hours. Yeah, that's a long ways. Did you take your daughter with you? What's the deal on that scoliosis? Are you going to pursue that or just hope it doesn't cause her any more problems? Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay. Now, can she wear this brace when she's doing, your typical activities? Is that the whole idea? Hey, Satellite Man. See, it's bright on my end, Satellite Man. It's bright. My face is like bright. Oh, God. Does she mind it much or not really? And does it restrict her movement climbing around? Yeah, good. I don't know why my face is so dark. Maybe it's your screen. 'Cause it's like too bright on my end, to tell you the truth. I noticed too on this thing, you used to be able to, there were two kinds of chats. Like like two things you could click on, community or something. Do you have that on your screen? Because it's not on mine. I just have like, there's nothing you could click anymore. Like to two different kinds of chats. How's your channel doing? You building up? Oh, good. That's good, dude. Well, just a long range goal. Do they think that's going to correct it, or it's just not going to get worse, or what? Bottom second or third over. No, I don't see it anymore. I used to. Oh yeah, I see it now. Live chat, top chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Before it used to click on the top left, and now it's. I thought. Hey, Tribbles, how you doing? I was just sitting here screwing around. It's nothing good on TV, so I just turned on my phone, laying down on the couch. Rained pretty hard here for a while. It's nice. Hey, Dave, what's that town you go to in Georgia? I think that's not too far from Tribbles. Maybe an hour tops. Oh, good. Yeah, good luck with that. Oh, they did change it, huh? Screwing who? Yeah, nobody. Touch the screen where? Oh yeah, you're right. I thought that you clicked on that in the top left, but I hardly ever, I hardly ever did it. I guess maybe I just forgot where the button was. I knew it on my laptop, but I don't think I ever switched back and forth on my phone. Hey, yeah, man, how's Dearborn hanging in there? Is it better, worse, the same? Can't really tell. Hey, Troubles, how far is that Pigeon Mountain from you? And how's your daughter doing? Yeah, man. Oh, okay. You think that electric truck deal is just to pacify the feds, or do you believe in it? Yeah, make me a couple. Oh, no kidding. Did they get any of it? Did you know about that? Yeah, man. Oh, good. Oh, that sucks. Oh, good. Trolls, how far is Pigeon Mountain from you? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I think. That stuff's been stuck in the mud forever, just like wind turbines. Yeah, I'll tell you, my dad worked there for 38 years though and retired like at 72. And it's just like being a pilot. You're always in today's world. I just ordered a book on deregulation, what it did to the airline industry, and how it was just a short term fix and actually made things worse. I want to read about it. And I can remember, Ford was good in those years for a lot of them. Then it got shaky, and then it got really bad, and then they went broke. Yeah, it's just so different now, I mean, when look at Kmart's. Did you ever think you'd see them broke? Or Sears? Oh, you never heard of it? Oh, okay. Hey, you know anything about that six-cylinder EcoBoost? Yeah, man. Yeah, me too. That Sears I used to go to as a kid in Lincoln Park was the busiest Sears in the world. No, I'm the same way, Triples. I lived there and I never went there. Yeah, Northwest Georgia. Like, what's a town near there, Dave? Like the biggest town? Hey, Simple Life, how you feeling? How you doing? Oh, Chattanooga. Okay. Oh, the Foothill Start. Okay. Good. I'm doing all right. Just been kicking it. How's Ralph? Hey, John boy. Oh, it scared you, huh? Are you getting some new subscribers, Satellite Man? Oh, you're that's not bad then. Dave, you got any proposed time when you think you'll be down there or not really? Hey, any of you people have a hard time sleeping at night? Do you ever have a hard time sleeping? I got a magic cure. Oh, that soon, huh? Oh, are they really? In what way? What way, Satellite Man? I just got a copyright thing today, a thing from YouTube, from like a 9-year-old video. Yeah. As a public forum, I would, Simple Life. Your boyfriend, I told him you were asking about him the other night, and he told me to tell you he's thinking about you. No, a NyQuil and a light beer. NyQuil and a light beer. That'll get you 11 hours of sleep. I'm not kidding you. The only downside is, that's basically liquid Benadryl, and it's got a long half-life. But if you sleep 11 hours, you've only got another hour before it goes away, which I can prove is accurate. So it's worth it. Shot of NyQuil, light beer, glass of wine, hit the hay. The only thing is you'll have some crazy ass dreams. You really do. I mean, weird shit. Like you wake up scared. Yeah, I've had that happen before. Yeah. Hey, Christine, how you doing? I wouldn't think that Instagram, either YouTube enforces it or it doesn't. I mean, and I've never known of YouTube to complain or tell me whose copyright I was violating. How do you know it's Instagram? Did it say so? Yeah, there's no published studies that are really valid on that, though. It's a theory that's loosely cobbled together. Ask any pharmacist or family physician. They'll tell you it's safe and that's nonsense. Yeah, yes, yep, that's what I mean. Hey, Salty Girl, how you doing? Salty Girl got some big hail down there in Florida tonight. There's the Love Canal over there. They had some major pollution problems. I was reading it in this groundwater book that I have. Oh, okay, Dave. All right. Tomorrow's going to be beautiful. I was going to cook a brisket, but hey, Dave, do any of you guys know about this? I got a temporary plate on this truck that I bought, and I've got a 4-month-old plate that came off that Toyota that's registered to the Toyota. Which I know if most states, if you get caught with an improper plate, it's a misdemeanor, which I don't want to do. So, I got to go up to Michigan in a week or two. And I'm wondering, I thought about transferring that plate up there and just let the 8 months go by. And it's been so long since I've done this, I don't remember because I lived in one state so long. So I didn't pay sales tax when I bought that truck because they knew I was going to register it in Michigan to get the 8 months left on the plate that I had in the Toyota. So I've got insurance on it based out of Michigan, but I haven't registered it yet. So here's the $50,000 question. That plate expires tomorrow. Uh, and I think I can get the dealer to extend it, but maybe I can't. And it puts me in kind of a pickle because I'm not going to be in Michigan for a couple weeks. So the first question is, if I titled that in Michigan, they're going to want sales tax. I don't have a problem with that. But after those 8 months expire and I would title it down here, are they going to try and get sales tax from me again just to re-register a vehicle in another state, even though I owned it someplace else? I doubt it. But the big question is, what is the likelihood of me getting the dealer I'll pay for it, give me an extension on my temporary plate tomorrow to get me to Michigan? The worst scenario is I can't get one. I'm forced to register this in Georgia and change the Michigan insurance to Georgia, which I can do. Does anybody know this? What is a big no? Oh, they can't extend my temporary plate? Oh, you do, Simple Life. And I won't be able to use my Michigan plate? Oh, okay. Does anybody know for sure? I don't know how they do that. I'm going to tell them what I paid for it. I don't care about that. I mean, they can check it any way they want, so I'm not worried about that. And I don't mind them paying some state taxes. I just don't want to get double dipped, which I didn't think I would. Oh, you don't think so on the paper tag? And I wondered, while I was thinking this, I'm wondering how those paper tags are, what this, what the legality is of those are to begin with. I thought I'd be up in Michigan before. I think it was 6 weeks. But who's covering the registration for you to drive on public roads for those 6 weeks? Does a dealer pay a fee? The very worst scenario is I get up tomorrow, I change my insurance from Michigan to Georgia, and I go register it in Georgia. But I don't feel like fooling with that bullshit. Oh, they cannot extend a paper plate. Oh, okay. See, I've talked to two guys that said they've done it before. Huh. Yeah, Faye's supposed to get 4 or 5 inches tonight. She was hoping to get 7 inches, but she's going to settle for 5. Oh, thanks, Mom. Yeah, I don't feel like messing with it tomorrow. Well, the one thing that I'm a little worried about is Michigan. I still got a house out there, which I'm going to sell in the next month or two. But in order to get homestead, you have to be a Michigan resident, own property there, have a vehicle there. I'm not sure which one they hang their hat on. No, that's a good one. Thanks. Coyotes are yelling outside tonight. Yeah, I might have to do that then. I'm willing to bet you what I think's going to happen, though. I'll bet you I get the paper plate extended. Oh, okay. I wish I could stick that Michigan plate on there, but like I said, that's a misdemeanor in most states. That's bullshit too, because I don't even own that car anymore and I paid for the registration. Why can't I use it on something that I'm driving? They're painting me in a corner. Oh, okay. I'm not paying them more than I paid for it. I don't give a shit what book they look. Look at him. You hear those coyotes out there barking, Daisy? Yeah, I might now. I'll be forthright and tell you the truth. Maybe not. Oh, thank you, Simple Act. I want you to pray What's this hope stuff? It would still be a current tag. Yes, it would be. Doesn't expire to my birthday of 2024. Oh, thank you. It's a current tag. You can drive in any state you want. And Georgia can't force me to get a Georgia tag. I mean, I may end up doing it, but it isn't because of what they said. It's just because of circumstances. Simple Life, you on hold for that one job now? Oh, okay. So, I know in Michigan they can burn you for that stuff. When you go to re-register, it's like they back charge you. Hey, ask Yeah Man about that. Yeah Man, you still on here? Yeah Man knows a lot about computers. He might know the answer to that. Yeah, but I'd have an expired tag all the way up there. That's the problem. Or an improper tag. Hey, Yeah Man, you still on here? He knows quite a bit about that stuff. Because it was unregistered. There's some weird stuff with that sometimes. Good night, Salty Girl. All right, good luck. You have to sign an affidavit that you didn't drive in it. I think it's getting it insured. Maybe not getting a plate. It's something weird with it though. Yeah, I know. I'm going to ask. I guess he's not on anymore. I was going to ask him, but he knows quite a bit about computers. Dave might know it too. Anybody on here know anything about computers? Sell that condo. Sell the condo. And get it, pack up my stuff. I'll have to go up there again, bring it all down in one trip. I'm going to sell some stuff and that kind of thing. Oh, yeah, he's working too much. He's not on too much. No, I don't mind. That's all right. Yeah, her computer keeps showing that she's on Wi-Fi, even though she's hooked up into the router directly. And she's trying to get this job that requires her computer. And she's got to be a direct connection, secured, can't be Wi-Fi. And until she gets that fixed, she can't do the job. Doesn't make any sense. She's done all the simple things. And she's turned off the Wi-Fi and it still shows she's on Wi-Fi. I've never heard of such a thing. I still think that your internet service provider could help you go through some steps. People where you get your internet from. Yeah, that is so weird. I have Chris's email someplace. She's tried that. Yeah. Yeah, I fixed a few things like that myself. Yeah, it seems so simple too, you know? It's so weird. I think that'd be a no-brainer. Not anymore, it's not. Not anymore, Michigan isn't. They changed that no fault. Yeah, it's my bubbles. And I know you've Googled all that, haven't you, Simple Life? Oh, really? That's a good deal. I just joined Costco a few weeks ago. I I I only been in Sam's Club a couple of times. I don't really like Costco that much either. I really only joined for the meat. Oh, and you nothing on there, huh? That is so weird. How does the company know how you're if you're plugged in to the router directly, how do they know how you're connected? Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, Costco's pretty good. Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, good answer. I guess that could be some kind of virus. And that sucks. I'll try and find Chris's email. Satellite man, you know anything about computers? Yeah. That kind of crap will drive you crazy. Wait till you start editing videos. Like the other day, like yesterday, one of those GoPro cameras gave you an error card. And the only way you could fix it was to format the card after I had about 8 hours of clouds on it. I've had that happen like 3 times. Simple Life needs to have a direct connection to her router to work for this company. She can't connect through Wi-Fi. And even when she turns Wi-Fi off and she's plugged directly into the router, her computer screen still shows she's connected to Wi-Fi. She wants to know how to get that to quit doing that. Even when she turns off Wi-Fi, it still shows her on Wi-Fi. Why? See that? Look at that, Simple Life. Take a screenshot of that. You see that? Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking. That cost them, well, it was $5 billion 3 days ago. Look, the way I look at it is, another way to look at it is, they're selling beer. If I was the CEO of a beer company, I don't care who buys it, gay, transgender, transsexual, straight, bisexual, I don't give a shit. I want everybody to buy my beer. And the last thing I would do would be alienate myself with something like that. It'd be just as bad to go on and say, we proudly sell Anheuser-Busch beer to straight people. I mean, just mind your own business, make the cheapest beer you can, and shut your damn mouth. I can't believe anybody would be that stupid. And all these companies, before they launch any of these programs, they usually go to focus groups. And you could have been in a focus group for the first 5 minutes and they'd have looked at you like, are you out of your mind? I mean, it just shows you what an idiot you can be and still be a top executive at a company. I ran into 3 guys coming out of the gas station where I go and get lunch that quit buying Bud Light. Old redneck Southern pickup driving guys said that you couldn't give them a case of Bud Light. Oh, big time. What idiots. Well, I mean, just shut your mouth. And I would, if I was, I would, if they asked me, well, what do you think about like transgender, gay? I'd say, we just don't comment about that here at Anheuser-Busch. We're trying to make the best beer popular and good and reasonably priced. And what do they do? Some stupid shit like that. No, it's the worst press they could have asked for. They've lost at least $5 billion already. Yeah, that's how it is here too. Yeah, and Bud Light doesn't exactly appeal to the educated intellectual. I mean, Bud Light's, every fucking redneck in the world's got a 6-pack of it in his refrigerator. And you're gonna push transgenders, transsexual, whatever the fuck she is, he is. What is that? A transgender or transsexual? I didn't even give a shit. I think that beer sucks no matter who they put on the can. Yeah, super dumb. Yeah, I don't get it. Bud Light, man. You couldn't have put a worse thing on there. Maybe like drowning Jesus or something. Or like a pedophile of the month. I mean, this is just absolute craziness, man. Who would be that stupid? Especially on a hillbilly beer like Bud Light. My God. And all the years it takes to build up that clientele, and they do one big major gaffe, and you can't give that shit away now. They just had a big Mexican rodeo here, and they have like these beer coolers you walk in. You could buy like all the Bud Light. Looks like they never sold a can of it. And everything else was almost gone because of this big local party. It's just nuts. I'm not even sure what that person is on there. I haven't followed it. You notice nobody else that did it. No, you're right about that, Dave. Yeah, didn't have to pay a dime. I just don't know how you ever dig your way out of that. Yeah, I've uploaded about 20 of them in the last 5 days, Christine. I've been uploading them one after the other. I just uploaded like 4 today. Oh, Simple Life got her computer fixed. Yeah, I do. Yep. Yeah, they're cute. Yeah, they really are. That's the first time that video I uploaded tonight of those adults coming down for a treat. That's right. Yeah, well, they knew me from last year, but they weren't I don't know, as trusting. I mean, I'm not 100% it's the same pair, but I think it is. Yeah, that beer is made here in America, though. It's just not owned by an American company. It's still made here. Hey, internet, internet. Well, I don't like martinis. I don't like vodka. I don't really even like tequila either, unless I get it in a margarita. Hey, internet, you know much about computers? Yeah, that's how it is, satellite. Yeah, that's how it is. Oh yeah, Hive's doing well. Yep. Oh, you're talking about that thing on the Bud Light can? Yeah, I haven't really paid attention to it. What is it? A guy that switched into a girl or what? Oh, okay. No, I have not. Is it really? Southern Indiana, huh? Like where? Like Kentucky border? Oh, I've been to Bloomington a million times. No, I've never been down around there. Huh. Yeah, I haven't paid any attention to it. Is that just the freak factor that this person was put on the can? I mean, why to begin with? I never even heard about him till this. What's the popularity? Is that just being pushed by the press? Oh, that didn't work either. Yeah, I'll see if I can find Chris's email. That Chris had a friend of his. No, Dave, who's that buddy of yours? That computer guy. You think he'd know how to fix it? Dave's got a good buddy guy. But she's had some people that should have been able to fix it that haven't. Thanks, Christine. Yeah. She's turned off Wi-Fi, and even though she's plugged into the router, her monitor still shows she's on Wi-Fi. When she disconnects Wi-Fi, her computer still shows her on Wi-Fi. And she's trying to get this job that requires being on a computer, and their IT department wants it to be secured and directly connected to a router, and she can't get the damn Wi-Fi to come off the screen. Yeah, be on for a second. Yeah, I'll be on for a second. Yep. This guy will know how to fix it. Oh, okay. I never watch movies. Simple Life, you still there? Trying to get down to the bottom of this. Get that taken off the screen. Simple Life, when are you going to start uploading some videos? Oh, you did. Oh, okay. That's all right. Yeah, you should, Simple Life. Yeah, it's probably a big fetish group out there. You'd have multiple of possibilities. You'd have people that are going to get one, people that turned on, people that never want one. Yeah, that can happen. Usually, you can get the place where you bought your new phone to do it. You know this Simple Life. You can't take that. Oh yeah, there's everything. There's fetishes for anything. Yeah, but she's talking about the prep. Yeah. You can take it too early though. There's a lot of stupid people that they're embarrassed to go in there and afraid they're not going to be cleaned out. So they take it early, thinking that, well, I'll do it earlier than I should. And you you'll have too much bile at the time of the exam, which your body makes. Oh, is that what it was? A guy that became a girl. Oh, okay. Oh, you like that, Antonio? Well, you're getting to the root of the problem. What your favorite? You guys know how to trip each other's trigger. This is why you're still together. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think it's good for you anyway to do that once in a while. Oh, mammograms are worse. Do you have to drink something for those? You don't need to take anything like for a col- colonoscopy, do you? For a mammogram. You've never done a colonoscopy, Tribbles? Bad idea. Super bad idea. It's very fixable if you catch it in time. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Want to come up here, Daisy? Come on. Come on. Good. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Ken. Simple Life would be dead if she didn't have one. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, I'm gonna get back on. I should get my new internet soon. Yeah, it's totally preventable. No, that is fun. I never did that because I would always be worried about the pigeons getting home. It's, rather than them getting, eaten by something or taken out by a Cooper's hawk or uh, something like that. No, that's that's not a sign of educated thinking troubles. Yeah. You probably like that ball gag. Yeah, I saw that, Chris. Oh, do they, Christine? Yeah. Tell Simple Life what a ball gag is. She's pretty innocent. Just tell her it looks like a pool ball with a rubber band around it. You can do it. Walmart does not want you recording in there. No, it's against their policies, and they can ask you to leave. They can actually trespass you. So the answer is no. No, it doesn't work that way, Troubles. Doesn't work that way. No, you can get kicked out. Oh, tell her I said hi. Tell her hats off for not killing you in your sleep by now. Oh, okay. Well, you've been blessed, Interneil. Yeah, they can trespass you for it. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing a video chat one time, talking as I was shopping, and they asked me if I was recording people in it, which I wasn't. That's how I found out about it. Yeah, no, you're right about that, Interneil. It's true. When you're on private property, it's up to them. They can, as long as they don't kick you out because of your race, religion, or sex. Other than that, they can tell you to get the fuck out of there because they don't like the tennis shoes you're wearing. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. And a lot of times, cops, they can ask you to do things, but you don't need to do it. Like you get pulled over and it's like, sir, I'm pulling you over. You're doing 85 and a 55. Where are you going? It's like, that's none of your fucking business. Now, that isn't going to get you any break, but you don't need to disclose where you're going. No, not mine, Simple Life. They can tell you to turn off the camera and you can tell them, no, I'm leaving it on. It's not interfering with an investigation. Tell them you're protecting your rights and safety. No, it's just a shitty signal to begin with. It's dark. See, the bubbles made it lighter. Here's dream. Is that better? You can't hear anything. It wouldn't affect that. You probably hit the volume accidentally. He's all right. He feels bad, but it's not bothering him. I don't know how his wife's doing. They're probably a little sad. I was a little sad about it myself. I was a little sad about it. Poor old Stewie. His time had come. You know it's coming, but you just hate to have it happen. You know, it's like anything that dies. Christine, you must be way behind the chat. Yeah, he was cool, Stewie. He was really old. His owner died. Yeah, you're right about that. It's true. But humans are controlled by their emotions, not their IQ. They affect you. You think depression's an emotion or a behavior, or just a state of mind? Yeah, it's too bad, Stewie. He had sepsis. That's what the vet said. He fell down a flight of stairs here about 5 months ago and damn near died. He was like unconscious for a half hour, so he got an extra 6 months. Who are you talking about, Troubles? Oh, okay. No, it's crazy. Hey, GMO, how you doing? Where you been? Oh, yeah, I know that. Has it gotten any better? It doesn't have anything to do with infected organs. Stewie died, Marty's little dog. He died. It was tits up for Stewie. Yeah. Yeah, that's a theory. There's people with perfect childhoods that are chronically depressed. Oh, that's all right, Satellite. Hey, Rita, how you doing? Simple Life. Good luck tomorrow. Yeah, it does. Sure does. Yeah, try and come on more. People ask about you. Oh, that's okay. Those are good. No, it's not. Yeah, well, Google isn't who people go to that have had it and that have been treated for it. There's millions of published, documented studies on it. It's got nothing to do with infections of the organs. Zero. It's nuts. Hey, Nika, how you doing? Yeah, he's working a lot in his new job. Yeah, sadness is different than chronic depression. No, I get it. Tribbles, this is getting insulting to the people that have suffered from depression, include me. And if you keep up these comments, I'm going to block you. It'd be like telling somebody breast cancer is a figment of your imagination. It gets worse as you get older. It does. Yeah, there's a theory on serotonin, but there are people with high levels of serotonin that have never been depressed, and vice versa. It's not consistent. There are people with super low levels of serotonin that are happier than hell. It's the same with vitamin D. It's same with migraines. There's a theory on serotonin levels, but again, there's anomalies to that. So it isn't like always valid. It's just a link. Yes, simple lives get one. She does I've read articles on it, but it wasn't definitive. Sunkissed. I mean, if they figured all this out, nobody'd have it. It's complicated. Yeah, that probably helped. I think that's why I like to drive. Yeah, there's a less than 1% of that chance of that happening. It's a published statistic. Yeah, I don't. I've read articles about that. Like for some reason, people with cardiac issues, whether it's high blood pressure, tachycardia, atrial fibrillation, whatever, a large majority of those people, for some reason, they don't know why, are chronically low on vitamin D. There's a link to heart issues. Hey, Frisky, how you doing? Excuse me. Yeah, I mean that works, but you take. I mean, there's hundreds of people all year long, everywhere in the world, offing themselves, and it wasn't because they didn't try and keep busy. I mean, this isn't the blues. This is chronic, debilitating depression. And it's there's all sorts of published studies on genetic correlations, blah blah blah. Well, that's good. Well, they talk about that seasonal affective disorder that people like in Alaska or in Europe. They've done studies with identical twins. I mean, there's something to it, but I don't think it's you can hang your hat on it totally. In other words, if you were chronically depressed and you lived in Scandinavia, I doubt that moving to Miami would cure you of all your depression, but maybe it's happened. Yeah, that's right, Simple Life. I know. No, thanks. Yeah, if you can manage it. But there just comes a point with like an endless group of examples to where you can't manage it. That's the whole point. This isn't like Stewie dying and you're feeling bad for a couple of days. This is chronic, debilitating depression that paralyzes you from getting anything done. It's not normal for a person to want to end their life prematurely. And every year, thousands of people do it. And it isn't because there was a simple fix that they did. They couldn't stand it anymore. They do help. Yeah, I have too, Rita. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, there you go, Sunkist. So, all these things that you hear, like seasonal affective disorder. I mean, I can understand if you had a problem like that and Florida was attractive to you, thinking that you were going to be relieved. I think it's subtle, you know. Oh yeah, I believe it. Yeah. Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, that's unfortunate that it happened to your sister, but that's not what we're still talking about something completely different. That that's situational depression, which is normal. Anybody would be depressed and sad over an event like that. I'm talking about lifelong debilitating depression unrelated to an incident. It's not at all the same. No, it's not. It's different. It's situational depression. It's not the blues. You're supposed to get upset and be down for a while when something like that happens. Well, anxiety, is a first cousin to depression. A simple life, no offense, and I'm not saying this in any way toward you, but I've read more than one publication that said the worst thing a chronically depressed person can do is turn to religion when they need medication, counseling, and perhaps inpatient treatment. That the worst advice they can give somebody is to pray and that things are going to get better and to put your trust in the Lord. There's tons of people in the grave because they did that instead of get professional help. Yeah, big difference, Sungist. Right, right. But I mean, that's a little different because, you should believe that, God created these smart people that turned into doctors, that fostered research, and it was the inspiration through a greater being that created the ability to you to seek relief through a potentially fatal disease. But that's different than depression. Yeah, right, Rita. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're probably over it. I mean, it's situational sadness. You grieve for a few days, and it's still in your mind. You try not to think about it. I've had a few sad things happen in my life, and when I catch myself thinking about it, well, more than a few, actually, some of those girls I interviewed, when I think of Maddie, stuff like that, I just quit thinking about it because if I don't, I'm going to get super sad about it. And like those girls dying at young ages when they could have, like, born under different circumstances, they could have had a different iron in the fire and different opportunities and they'd still be alive. You can just like run with that forever, dwelling on it. I mean, you did what, but there you could explain away going to a colorectal surgeon and dodging a bullet on death through colon cancer. That makes sense to even the biggest idiot. But when you get into depression and you're starting to rely on prayer, to me, that's where it gets super dangerous. And you stand a potential of having a much worse outcome than from something that was as subjective as a diagnosis like yours. Yeah. Oh, wow. And it's the old adage, unless you've walked in their shoes, and that's no shit. Sorry about that, Simple Life. They're not retarded. Indoctrinated, yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, that's right, Simple Life. Yeah, you're right. Clonopin's a benzodiazepine. You can become addicted to that. But, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I think there's drugs out there, and it's obvious what's happened to people through drug addiction. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people that have been helped by benzodiazepines, me included. I didn't become an addict. I didn't switch to heroin. Yeah, I did clobber a few cars one time, and I took too much of it, but that was an anomaly. That only happened once. Hi, Daisy. Hi, hon. No, yeah, that's true. He's a smart guy. He's just fucking around. Poor choice words. You want to go out and go pee pee? Come on. He was just kidding. He didn't really mean it literally. But I do agree with indoctrinate. I'm not saying. I was thinking about this quite a bit today for some reason. And believe it or not that this means a damn thing, is a lot of people that I would say three good friends in my life were men of the cloth. I mean, really tight, like best friends. And Now, that doesn't have anything to do with what I believed. And people say, like I make jokes about religion. That's all it is. I don't really judge about what other people believe, but just so you know what's going on, I don't believe in it like you would. Uh, I just do a lot of reading, a lot of life experiences, knowing guys that are in it. And I'm not even saying that that gets me any closer than it's gotten you to whether to believe or not. But I just tend to believe that I believe in intelligent design, but I believe in like there's a greater power, but not like, I don't go with the Jesus story and the virgin births and the walking on water and the burning bushes and the water to wine and all that stuff. And it's so discriminating, which is why I don't get too upset about homosexuality and transgenders and all that shit, because I'm not religious like you are. And I can be reminded of a great creator every day by going to a stream, watching the vultures have babies, watching bird migration. And I just can't get caught up into this man-made religion like Christianity, how it discriminates. They think the Jews and the Muslims are going to hell. And I just skip the whole thing. And when I die and when it's tits up, I think it's going to be just going in the ground dead. Good girl, hon. You good girl. That's what I really think. Yeah, sorry about that, Jamu. Bye, hon. Yeah, and it might, and I'm not saying that what you believe is wrong, and that what I believe in right. And there may be, even with Christianity, I would give it this, and that is that if there's any truth to it all, I think it would only have to do with salvation. If there was a heaven, and whether or not you would have it. I don't think praying amongst the living is believable. I've talked to men of the cloth. I've read a lot. I think it's all just a big bunch of bullshit. It makes you feel better. I put like praying like a notch below buying a scratch off lottery ticket. I think it has zero significance. And there's no one's ever held to any kind of accountability for praying. When I tell a young couple, have a safe trip on your spring break, and they have a safe trip, they think it's because I prayed. When they get smashed flat and they both burn to death in a fire on the way to spring break, it's because God called them. It's just, none of it's logical, and none of it has any basis of reality in any kind of thought process with anyone. It's just not believable. Yeah, schizophrenia, man. I remember getting interviewed, and I went to the first psychiatric hospital, and you had to spend 2 days, and then they bring you back for another interview. And I was in this room with like these three schizophrenic guys. And I remember talking to the psychiatrist, and he told me that it's the worst disease with regard to mental health that he knew of, because they never seem to get better. Yeah. Sorry about that, JMO. Yeah, it is sad. They're tormented. No, it's not your fault, though. I hope you know that. And I'll bet you if you could go back in your family history for, uh, 100 or 200 or 300 years, it was there someplace before. It wasn't because of anything you did. I think the same thing holds true with addiction. These parents, they think it's a reflection of them, and it can be sometimes, but a lot of times it's not. Yeah, sorry about that, JMO. Yeah, do you need somebody to talk to, JMO? No, I know it is. Believe me, I think I don't know what it's like, but I can imagine from the stories I've been told and the people that I know that have had it. There's a kid. I grew up near a family down the street, and the one brother who was like 3 years older than us was schizophrenic, and he actually went to Vietnam and lasted about a month. And when he came out, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and went off to a state mental hospital, and no one has seen him since. Family wasn't visiting him, nothing. They thought it was a reflection of them. Sad. Oh, hell yeah, you're tired. I mean, you don't have any pleasure in life. Yeah, I think you should email Simple Life because she's dealt with it with her mother. I mean, there's nothing like talking to someone that's been there. Yeah, read it too. Read it too. Yeah, it's sad. It sucks, man. Right. There's nothing you could have done about it. JMO, you could always email me and I could email you her email. I wouldn't put it on here. Or read it too. Yeah, that's a bad break in life. Yeah, that's tough. Because you have to, you still got the daily tasks of life while you're putting up with this. Nothing's fun. You still got to pay bills, work, clean the house, eat, cut the grass. That's what complicates it. It's not like everything dies because you have this catastrophe going on. All right, Christine. It is unfair. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right about that. Yeah, well, get a hold of me if you need to. Well, that's all right, GMO. No, it's not broken. It's a setting. All right. Good luck tomorrow, Simple Life. Good luck. Okay. Good night. I knew she's been stressed out like that since I've known her. Just constant chaos. And it's like nothing she can do to change it. I probably couldn't have lasted this long. Well, I think I'm going to go to bed too, you guys. Yeah, she's had a rough break. So you guys have a good day tomorrow. It's supposed to be a nice day to here. I hope it's a nice day where you're at. I was just coming on for a little while. Turned out to be a good chat. Thank you. Nighty night, Christine, Rita, Tribbles. I'm gonna try this NyQuil. Okay, have a good night, you guys. Bye, Frisky. See you, Silent Man.